game 3 between the Cuero Lady Gobblers and the Rio Hondo Lady Cats.
Best of 3 series tonight. This is game number 3 with each team at 1. Reagan Dunn, the leadoff batter for Cuero, and she hits a hard home run for Reagan Dunn. First batter, first pitch, and it is gone. The wind is pretty strong into straight center field, and that ball was just off of that flagpole for a home run for Reagan Dunn.
Up next to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 14, Andrea Aguilar.
Aguilar is the second baseman. First pitch to her, strike. Alvarado back on the mound for the Lady Bobcats. And Aguilar hits a big hit to left field for a base hit.
Line drive by Aguilar. Gets to first base. Up next to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 3, Kendall Richardson.
Two batters, 2 hits. Brings up Kendall Richardson. Bunt attempted foul.
Brings the count to no balls and 1 strike on the batter, Kendall Richardson. And a swinging foul ball.
Reagan Dunn comes into play in this 3rd game, and she is on fire.
And that brings the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Foul ball.
Heads up, Jen.
And the count remains no balls, 2 strikes.
Our camera person almost made a good call over there on the right side. Jenny Alfaro helping out on the camera for Rio Sports.
And once again, we'd like to thank everyone for watching this 3rd game between the Lady Gobblers and the Lady Cats.
Nice hit back to the pitcher, and she goes to second base. Aguilar is forced out at second. Throw to first base not in time.
And once again, we'd like to thank everyone for watching on RioSportsLive.com. I'd like to watch all the watches on Facebook and as well as on YouTube.
Number 7, Reeve, the next batter with 1 away. Runners at first base.
Number 7, Ainsley Reeve at bat for the Lady Gobblers. And a swinging foul ball.
The hit and run in play that time. Runner was going on the pitch, and Reeves fouled it off. So the runner returns. 1 strike and 1 away. Ainsley Reeve, the batter. Pitch from Alvarado is low in the dirt. Ball 1.
And that's going to bring the count to 1 ball, 1 strike.
Close play at second base, Mr. Flores, on that force out. But the out was made. So runner at 1 and 1 away.
And a swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Strike 2.
After a high pitch, and she was going, or she was trying to deliver. Strikeout, and there's the throw to second base. And the throw to second base hits the runner, and we have a timeout, an injury timeout. And let's see if the runner is okay. The batter Reeves strikes out at home plate. Alvarado throws down to second on the steal, on the hit and run steal. And the ball hits her, looks like in the face. But she's up on her own strength. So we hope that she is okay. I mean, it's never okay to get hit in the face, but if you're up on your own terms, you're okay.
Yes, sir. We're going to take time to round of applause for that young lady.
All right, we had a short conference, and everyone seems to be all right, so thank God for that. Richardson remains at second base on the steal.
2 outs. 2 outs, right?
2 outs. Ball is thrown in the dirt.
Number 8, Mariah Guzman at bat for the Lady Gobblers, takes that for low and ball 1. Brings the count to 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs.
Runner does advance to third base, and there's the next pitch from Alvarado.
And strike 1. Brings the count to 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. And Lady Gobblers have a runner in scoring position on third base.
RBI for Guzman. Close call at first base, but Mr. Umpire, Mr. Minnick, says not in time. And here comes Coach Esparza to get an explanation, or a closer explanation, on the call. It was a close call on the throw from Kelsey Pizarro at shortstop.
And up to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 6, Jalisa Richardson.
And doesn't get the answer that he wants, so Mr. Umpire says she is safe. So an RBI for Mariah Guzman. It will be ruled a base hit. Played cleanly, but not in time to first base.
Strike 1 called.
Guzman takes a steal at second base with 1 strike. This is number 6. Number 6, we don't have a name on this young lady.
Number 6 is Jalisa Richardson, I'm sorry. Jalisa Richardson is the batter for the Lady Gobblers. He has 1 ball, 1 strike.
Jalisa Richardson.
Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Annie Alvarado on the mound as the pitcher for the Bobcats, and she engages.
And a swing and a miss.
Fouled off.
And the count remains 1 ball with 2 strikes, with 2 outs.
Lady Gobblers have a runner at second base. Cody Miller, coach for the Lady Gobblers, a quick chat with his new batter. Jalisa Richardson. Alvarado engages. Check swing. High. No, she did not go around.
A little high for ball 2. Brings the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs.
Base hit just out of the reach of Dejesus at second base. Runner goes to third and stays. So
And
we have runners on the corners with 2 outs. First pitch is called strike 1. A hit to Kelsey Pizarro goes to Dominique Dejesus at second base for out number 3. And so in the top half of the first inning.
And I'd like to thank everyone for watching on Rio Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Chewy's Custom Sports. For all your silk screening, embroidery, vinyl car wraps, magnetic signs, memory shirts, copies and faxes, and much more. Call us or come visit San Benito's original t-shirt shop at 1975 West Business 77, San Benito. Worried about going to the dentist? Don't worry. It doesn't have to be that way. We know just how you feel. Sure, it can feel a little scary. Still no? Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Lombardi Tire Shop. Tenemos llantas nuevas y usadas de todas las medidas, socateras y de todo terreno, balanceo y válvulas nuevas y no les cobramos. Lombardi Tire Shop. Tenemos llantas nuevas y usadas de todas las medidas, socateras y de todo terreno, balanceo y válvulas nuevas y no les cobramos por las llantas que nos dejen. Los esperamos en la 300 Carretera Militar.
And we're back on RealSportsLive.com for Game 3 between the Cuero Lady Gobblers and the Rio Hondo Lady Cats. First up to bat for the Lady Cats is number 16, Nayeli Garcia.
Garcia, Pizarro, and Cruz are the first 3 batters. First pitch is low for ball 1. In the top half of the first inning, the Gobblers draw first blood with a home run from Reagan Dunn. 4 hits and 1 runner left on. Second pitch is called strike, 1-1.
Brings the count, 1 ball, 1 strike on the batter, Garcia. Little high and inside, ball 2.
Leadoff batter, Nayeli Garcia. Two balls, 2 strikes, the new count on Garcia.
And a swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 out.
Looks like a rise ball from Reagan Dunn. And Garcia goes down swinging for out number 1.
And Dunn continues to impress with her pitching.
I tell you what, she's is the backbone of this team.
And up to bat for the Lady Cats, number 11, Kelsey Pizarro. And that's a little low for ball 1. That brings the count to 1 ball, no strikes, with 1 out. Foul ball.
Headed our way over here, foul ball.
And that brings the count to 1 ball, 1 strike.
We have been the target of these foul balls. They've all come over here to the radio broadcast area. Pitch to Pizarro. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Reagan Dunn on fire.
Brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pizarro.
Pitch from Dunn.
And a swing and a miss. Strike 3.
The second strikeout in a row.
Up at bat for the Lady Cats, number 1, Bianca Cruz. Foul tip. Brings the count to no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Bianca was injured in the first game and got rested up, and she's a trooper. She is back in this game 3. Pitch by Dunn.
And strike 2.
Strike 2.
And that brings the count to no balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Pop up to the shortstop.
Pop up to the shortstop, F6 for out number 3. So the Bobcats go down in order, 1, 2, 3, to end the first inning. So after 1 complete inning of play, 2-0 Gobblers.
And we're going to take a little time out for some sponsorship commercials. We'll be right back on RioSportsLive.com.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with the taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
Never pay for the showroom. At Mikasa Furniture, you can buy any of this furniture for 50% off retail. Think about it, 50% off retail at Mikasa Furniture, 7533 Boca Chica, where you always buy for less. Never pay for the showroom. At Mikasa Furniture, you can buy any of this furniture for 50% off retail. Think about it, 50% off retail at Mikasa Furniture, 7533 Boca Chica, where you always buy for less.
Okay, folks, we're back on RealSportsLive.com. Up to bat for the Lady Gobblers.
Strike 1, first pitch called.
For number 20, Kasten Heino. And strike 2.
Little chopper to the pitcher. And
One out.
Out is recorded, 1-3.
Up next to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 5, Destiny Ross.
Destiny Ross, number 5. Batting 9th in the lineup. First pitch to Ross fouled off for strike 1.
Foul ball brings the count to 1 ball, Correction, no balls, 1 strike with 1 out.
Pitch from Alvarado. The umpire called strike. Strike 2.
Brings the count to no balls and 2 strikes on Ross.
Little pop up. And it's going to land a little Texas leaguer just behind the second baseman. And Ross gets a base hit with 2 outs just over the head of Dominique Dejesus. Big try, but not quite in time, and it hit the grass. Base hit.
And up to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 4, Reagan Dunn, who had a home run on her first at bat.
Led off with a big stick. Here comes Alvarado. Pitch is low, ball 1.
Brings the count to 1 ball, no strikes with 1 out, and the Gobblers have a runner on first base.
Dangerous batter here, Manny.
And a swing
an
and a miss.
off-speed pitch. Looked like a changeup. And Dunn swings for the fence again, but no contact. 1 ball, 1 strike on Reagan Dunn, left-handed batter for the Gobblers. And the crowd wants that call, but no way, says Mr. Umpire. 2 balls, 1 strike. We have a large crowd here from Rio Hondo and a large crowd here from Cuero.
A little low. Brings the count to 3 balls, 1 strike.
Gets her to pop up to the shortstop for out number 2.
And up to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 14, Andrea Aguilar.
Got a base hit to left field her first time at bat. And gets her to pop up on the first pitch to Kelsey Pizarro for out number 3. So Pizarro in the play now for 2 consecutive outs. And that closes up the top half of the second inning with 1 hit, 1 left on base.
And we'll be right back on RioSportsLive.com.
Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen.
Okay, folks, and we're back on RioSportsLive.com with Annie Alvarado up to bat for the Lady Cats.
3 strong batters coming up for the Bobcat in Alvarado, Abby Torres, and Dominique Dejesus.
And strike 1's called on Alvarado. And a swing and a miss for strike 2.
And the Cuero fans want that call.
That was a little outside. Brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Change up to Alvarado. Dive catch by the third baseman. And beats Alvarado on the throw by 1 step. That was a close call, but the third baseman.
And up next to bat for the Lady Cats, number 12, Abby Torres.
Kasten Heinhold was the third baseman who made that play. Very good play.
That was a good catch and an even better release to get that runner out at first base.
ESPN type right there. Brings up Abby Torres, left fielder, number 12.
And that was a little low with ball 1. Brings the count to 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs. Correction, 1 out. And a swing and a miss.
It's like a rise ball from Reagan Dunn to Torres. Delivery.
And swing and a miss for strike 2. And that brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That seems to be Dunn's specialty pitch, that rise ball. Working very well for her. Dunn recording 3 strikeouts in a row in the first inning.
And a little low for ball 2. And that brings your count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out and no runners on base for the Lady Cats. And swing and a miss for strike 3.
That rise ball very effective, and Abby Torres goes down swinging for the second out. That is the 3rd strikeout recorded for Reagan Dunn. Brings up number 10, the second baseman, Dominique Dejesus.
And up to bat for the Lady Cats, number 10, Dominique Dejesus. Foul ball. That brings the count to no balls, 1 strike with 2 outs.
Check swing with the first base umpire, and he says, yes, she went. So strike 2 for Dominique Dejesus. Again, on that rise ball, working very effectively for Reagan Dunn.
And a swing and a miss for strike 3. 3 outs.
So the 4th strikeout recorded for Megan Dunn, and the Bobcats go down in the bottom half of the second inning. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And we'll be right back, folks, on RioSportsLive.com.
Chewy's Custom Sports. For all your silk screening, embroidery, vinyl car wraps, magnetic signs, memory shirts, copies and faxes, and much more, call us or come visit San Benito's original t-shirt shop at 1975 West Business 77, San Benito. Worried about going to the dentist? Don't worry. It doesn't have to be that way. We know just how you feel. Sure, it can feel a little scary. Still no? Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
And we're back, folks, on Rio Sports Live.
We have the number 3, 4, and 5 batters. Kendall Richardson leads off in the top half of the third inning. Annie Alvarado still on the mound. 2-0 Gobblers going into opening up the third inning. Pitch from Alvarado. High for ball 1. Kendall Richardson was on a base hit in the first inning. Oh, and it's a line shot caught by Dominique Dejesus at second base for the first out.
Nice hit by Richardson.
So it was a line
nice catch.
shot.
And up to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 7, Ainsley Reeve. I also would like to remind everyone who's watching this to please share with your friends on Facebook, YouTube.
Ainsley Reeves hits the first pitch, and it's a shot to third base. Garcia, and she makes the play at first for out number 2. 5-3 is the out recorded for out number 2.
Up next to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 8, Mariah Guzman.
Guzman was on a base, got a base hit the first time at bat. So we have 2 down. First pitch to Guzman, fouled it off third base side for strike 1.
And that brings the count to no balls, 1 strike. We'd like to also remind everyone the law offices of Adolfo Cordova provide legal services to the community in the areas of family law, criminal law, real estate law, and probate law, among others. His office is located at 711 North Sam Houston, San Benito, Texas. Please call today at 956-399-1299 to schedule your appointment to discuss your legal needs.
And Guzman goes after the first pitch to Kelsey Pizarro, and Pizarro throws her out at first base for out number 3.
And once again, folks, thank you for tuning in to RealSportsLive.com, and we'll be right back.
Lambari Tire Shop. Tenemos llantas nuevas y usadas de todas las medidas, socateras y de todo terreno. Balanceo y válvulas nuevas y no les cobramos por las llantas que nos dejen. Los esperamos en la 300 Carretera Militar.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
And we're back, and you're watching us on RealSportsLive.com. Once again, we'd like to ask you to invite all your friends to watch on Facebook, YouTube, Roku, Apple TV, and on our website at RealSportsLive.com. Well, Albert, so far we've got a pretty good game, just like we expected for game number 3.
Been a good one, I tell you. 2 good quality teams coming to meet each other, and it's been nothing but excitement on both sides.
And Pitcher Abby Alvarado takes strike one.
And we have a good crowd from both communities. And
Foul
look
ball.
out, Manny. Look out. Here it comes.
Brings the count to no balls, 2 strikes.
I tell you, this radio cast has been a magnet for foul balls today. We've been very fortunate that we have this fence in front of us.
And strike 3.
First out, recorded as a K. 5 strikeouts for Reagan Dunn.
And up to bat for the Lady Cats, number 17, April Adames.
It's a little pop-up between the catcher and the pitcher. Catcher dives for the ball, and the umpire says no, it hit the ground first. So Adame gets first base on a very short base hit, but a base hit nonetheless.
And up next to bat for the Lady Cats, number 18, Anthony
And that was
Orozco.
a fantastic try by the catcher.
Excellent hustle by the catcher.
Runner at first base for the Bobcats, Anthony Orozco, coming to play. We're going to call a little bit of a timeout to check on the catcher. She made a tremendous effort, and it looks like she got some good scratches on both arms, or both forearms, as she dove for the ball. But that's the effort, that's the determination that both of these teams have. And she receives applause from everyone for her efforts. She seems to be okay.
And
the
I hope
umpire says play ball.
And I hope everyone's enjoying the game live on Facebook or YouTube as much as we are here in person.
We just got a call from as far as West Texas in the Midland, Odessa area. They're listening in to riosports.com. Thank you so much.
Bunt foul brings the count to no balls and 1 strike on Orozco.
Nice attempt by Orozco to put the ball into play down the first base side, and it rolls foul. Orozco listed as a senior player. Another attempted bunt, foul.
Brings the count to no balls, 2 strikes.
Pitch from Dunn, she prepares. And Orozco fights it off again, foul ball.
Foul ball, count remains no balls, 2 strikes.
Wasn't quite sure what the umpire called there, but it looks like he gave her the benefit of the doubt. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the new count on Anthony Orozco. That was a close one.
And foul ball.
Fouls it off again.
Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. And the Lady Cats have a runner on first base.
We have an overcast sky at this moment. Nice breeze.
And a strike three.
Three call. Oh my God.
And that makes it 2 outs for the Lady Cats. Back to the top of the lineup. Number 16, Naeli Garcia.
Top of the lineup in Garcia coming up. That's strikeout number 6 for Reagan Dunn. Runner at first base. And Garcia fouled it off on the first pitch.
And that's a foul ball. Brings the count to no balls, 1 strike with 2 outs.
Pitch by Dunn.
A little high. Brings the count to 1 ball, 1 strike.
Adami takes an extra big lead at first base and makes it back safe.
Count to 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs.
Garcia hits a chopper to the shortstop, and she bobbles the ball. And we'll have an E6. But the Adames advances to second base. Runners at first and second.
And up to bat for the Lady Cats is number 11, Kelsey Pizarro.
Kelsey Pizarro struck out in the first at bat. Very powerful in the second game. Here comes the pitch from Reagan Dunn, and the first pitch is fouled off by
Foul
Pizarro.
ball. Brings the count to no balls and 1 strike on Pizarro. And a swing and a miss for strike 2.
And there's that rise ball. Very effective for Reagan Dunn. Hooked her up and delivered that rise ball. Fouls it off again.
Foul ball. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. And the Lady Cats have runners at first and second base.
Pizarro digs in.
And strike 3.
Strike 3. Call strike 3. So to end the bottom half of the third inning, we have no runs on no hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on base. So after 3 complete innings of play, the score remains 2-0 Gobblers.
And we'll be right back, folks, on RioSportsLive.com.
Fans, if you're looking for that special something that has anything to do with your favorite teams, then Sports Fans on 111 East Jackson in Harlingen is the stop to make. Fully licensed pro and college team collectibles and an assortment that grows each and every day. Check out the Facebook updates at Sports Fans. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 5 at 111 East Jackson, or call ahead at 956-425-7600. It's Sports Fans when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Chewy's Custom Sports. For all your silk screening, embroidery, vinyl car wraps, magnetic signs, memory shirts, copies and faxes, and much more. Call us. Come visit San Benito's original t-shirt shop at 1975 West Business 77.
Worried about going to the dentist? Don't worry. Doesn't have to be that way. We know just how you feel. Sure, it can feel a little scary. Still no? Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Never pay for the showroom. At Mikasa Furniture, you can buy.
Looking to add that. If you're looking for that special something.
And we're back, folks, on RealSportsLive.com. First batter for the Lady Gobblers.
And the first pitch to Richardson was a foul ball, and then she hit just now to Nayeli Garcia at third base to record the first out. Position 6-3. Brings up the designated player, Tiara Johnson.
Number 1, Tiara Johnson up to bat for the Lady Gobblers. One strike on Johnson, 1 out.
Johnson, a very speedy player, hit to Kelsey Pizarro, takes a little hop and can't quite deliver fast enough to get Johnson out at first baseman.
And up to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 20, Kasten Heinold.
Kasten Heinold, the batter. 0 for 1. She hit back to the pitcher the first time at bat. Squares off. Runner advances to second base on a steal.
And we have a timeout on the field.
Fans, if you're looking for that special something that has anything to do with your favorite teams, then Sports Fans on 111 East Jackson in Harlingen is the stop to make. Fully licensed pro and college team collectibles and an assortment that grows each and every day. Check out the Facebook updates at Sports Fans. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 5 at 111 East Jackson, or call ahead at 956-425-7600. It's Sports Fans when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Chewy's Custom Sports. For all your silk screening, embroidery, vinyl car wraps, magnetic signs, memory shirts,
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
And we're back, folks, on RealSportsLive.com. And still at bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 20. And still at bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 20, Kasten Heinold.
Little update on the play that just happened, the reason for the timeout. Tiara Johnson goes to second base on the steal, slides and collides with Kelsey Pizarro, the shortstop, making contact with helmet to face, and so both players were a little bit shook up. Trainers come out and check on them, and they said, "We're okay, let's play ball." These girls are both troopers.
And we have a count of no balls, 1 strike. With the 1 out, that pitch was a ball, so that brings the count to 1-1 on the batter, Heinold. Line drive, hit out to center field.
To center field. Hey, it looks like the third baseman and Johnson collide. The ball gets and we have a question here as to the player coming in to score, I believe. Yeah, they're going to score Tiara Johnson from third base. I believe it might even be an interference call on Nayeli Garcia at third base. And that gives the Gobblers run number 3. Obstructing the base path is, I believe, the call there.
And
so
up the
Heinle
bat
goes to second base, and Tiara Johnson scores.
And up the bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 5, Destiny Ross. That ball was low, ball 1.
Rhino will be given credit on a base hit to center field and an RBI.
And a foul ball. Brings the count to 1 ball, 1 strike on the batter, Ross.
Little base
Ball.
hit by Ross, little Texas leaguer, and it'll give her an RBI for run number 4. Just behind Dejesus at second base. And it'll score run number 4 for Destiny Ross. Coach Brett Esparza calls timeout for a conference with his Lady Bobcats.
And we'll be right back, folks.
Worried about going to the dentist? Don't worry. Doesn't have to be that way. We know just how you feel. Sure, it can feel a little scary. Still no? Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
And we're back, folks, with RealSportsLive.com. At bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 4, Reagan Dunn. Has a count of 2 balls, no strikes, with 1 out.
And there's the first swing and miss for the first strike.
Brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike, with 1 out. And the Gobblers have a runner on first base.
Gobblers' 2 back-to-back base hits have produced 2 runs in this inning.
And foul ball. Brings the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Battle between Alvarado and Dunn. Dunn 1 for 2, a home run and a fly ball to the shortstop.
A little outside, brings the count to 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count.
And the crowd from Rio Hondo wants that call, or wanted that call.
Foul ball.
And she pops up to the catcher for out number 2. Little pop up. Alvarado with a nice catch against the wall just in time.
I believe that's going to be 2 outs. 2 outs. Nice catch by Alvarado at the plate.
Aguilar 1 for 2.
And that's going to bring up number 14, Andrea Aguilar. And she'll take ball 1. Ball low. Brings the count to 3 balls, no strikes. That's in there for strike 1. That brings the count to 3 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs with the Gobblers runner on first base.
Lots of cheers from both sides of the crowd. And effectively, because Alvarado comes in for strike number 2.
And that brings the count to full count on the batter on Aguilar.
And a changeup pitch for out number
miss.
3. And 1 runner left on base.
And we'll be right back,
After
folks,
3.5
on
innings of play,
RealSportsLive.com.
Gobblers 4, Bobcats 0.
Lombardi Tire Shop. Tenemos llantas nuevas y usadas de todas las medidas, barateros y bajo los terrenos, y no les cobramos por las llantas que nos dejen. Los esperamos en la 300 Carretera Militar.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with the taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop downtown Harlingen today.
Never pay for the showroom. At Mikasa Furniture, you can buy any of this furniture for 50% off retail. Think about it, 50% off retail at Mikasa Furniture, 7533 Boca Chica, where you always buy for less. Never pay for the showroom. At Mikasa Furniture, you can buy any of this furniture for 50% off retail. Think about it, 50% off retail at Mikasa Furniture, 7533 Boca Chica, where you always buy for less.
Okay, folks, and we're back on RealSportsLive.com. And up to bat for the Lady Cats is number 1, Bianca Cruz.
Fouled off on the first pitch.
Foul ball brings the count to no balls, 1 strike.
Cruz, Alvarado, and Torres, the first 3 batters for the Bobcats. And she has a little blooper pop up to the pitcher. Reagan Dunn catches it on the foul line for out number 1.
Up next to bat for the Lady Cats, number 14, Annie Alvarado.
Pitcher Annie Alvarado grounded out to the third baseman the first time at bat. Attempted slap and misses. Strike 1.
That will bring strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, and 1 out for the Lady Cats in the bottom of the 4th. Foul tip. Brings the count to no balls and 2 strikes.
Alvarado attempts a bunt from the left side. She's a right-handed batter, but she's on the left side at this moment with 2 strikes.
a foul tip caught by the catcher. 2 outs.
And that is strikeout number 8 recorded by Reagan Dunn. 2 down. Brings up another left-handed batter.
And up to bat for the Lady Cats, number 12, Abby Torres. And that's a little low and outside for ball 1. And a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Torres chases an outside pitch. Dunn very effective in placing the ball today.
And foul ball.
And Torres fights it off to make it even 2-2.
That brings the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs for the Lady Cats in the bottom of the 4th inning. Foul tip. And the count remains 2 balls.
Here comes the pitch from Dunn.
Outside, ball 3. Full count on the batter, Abby Torres.
Let's see if the rise ball comes into effect here.
And low, ball 4.
And in the bottom of the 4th inning, the Bobcats have a runner on.
And on deck for the Lady Cats, number 10, Dominique Dejesus. Second base.
Reagan Dunn prepares. Here we go.
And that was a little low for ball 2.
Torres at first base extends. Count is 3-0 now to Dejesus. Strike 1.
Strike 1 brings the count to 3 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. And swing and a foul ball. And that brings the count to full count. Full
All
count
the
on
batters
Dejesus.
here have taken Dunn deep into the count. This is pitch number 7 to Dejesus. And there's another foul ball.
Foul ball, and the count remains 3-2.
I tell you what, Manny, Reagan Dunn is digging deep into her pitch repertoire, and Rio Hondo keeps fouling it off. This is pitch number 8, I believe.
Yes, sir. And it's my understanding that earlier in the day, Reagan Dunn was actually running track in Austin. And a swing and a
there
miss
she goes.
for strike 3.
And she comes back and steps in and does a job.
Sir. And we'll be right back on RealSportsLive.com.
Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen.
Chewy's Custom Sports. For all your silk screening, embroidery, vinyl car wraps, magnetic signs, memory shirts, copies and faxes, and much more, call us or come visit San Benito's original t-shirt shop at 1975 West Business 77, San Benito.
And we're back, folks, on RioSportsLive.com for Game 3 with the Rio Hondo Lady Cats and the Cuero Lady Gobblers. The Lady Gobblers are up 4-0. Top of the 5th inning. And up to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 3, Kendall Richardson.
Kendall is 1 for 2 with a base hit and a pop-up to the second baseman.
And that pitch was a little outside for ball 1.
Look
and
out.
foul
Here it
ball.
comes again.
Brings the count to 1 ball, 1 strike on Richardson.
And we're halfway through this series, Manny. It's top of the 5th inning already. And it's out. Line drive to the second baseman, Dejesus, for out number 1.
And I think at the top of the 5th inning, this game's been, I think, what everybody in the bleachers has expected. Nothing but a really good game between 2 excellent ball clubs.
Absolutely, absolutely. The crowd has been tremendous, supportive of both sides. And there's a line shot by Ainsley Reeve. Foul ball.
That will bring the count to no balls and 1 strike with 1 out for the Lady Gobblers.
2, third base, out there. Pitch by Alvarado.
Swing and a miss.
Number 7, Ainsley Reeve. Nice off.
Brings the count to no balls and 2 strikes.
There's a fly ball to center field. Savannah Gonzalez makes the play for out number 2. Savannah just coming into the game.
And up to
for
bat.
Bianca Cruz. Makes a good play in deep center field for out number 2.
And up to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 8, Mariah Guzman.
Mariah Guzman 1 for 2 with a base hit and out to shortstop to first.
And that's a little high for ball 1.
Umpire third calls timeout. What's the problem here? In the dugout.
And a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Nice changeup by Alvarado. Throws Guzman completely off guard. Chases the ball for a swing and a miss. Excellent pitch by Alvarado.
And
the
swing.
next pitch is a fastball for strike 2.
And that brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. On the batter, Mariah Guzman.
Tell you what, Alvarado's a very versatile pitcher, coming in with different pitches, different speeds, offsets. And there's a
Ball
hard
hit
hit
out
ball.
to deep left center
It's
field.
going to go in the center field, in the left center field gap. The left center field gap for a stand-up double. Turns the corner and the ball comes in for a play, but not in time. So Guzman will score a double. Left center field fence.
Up to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 6, Jalisa Richardson.
Jalisa Richardson 1 for 2 on a base hit and being thrown out by the shortstop at first base. So 2 down, 2 outs in this top half of the 5th inning.
And that's high for ball 1.
Rise ball by Alvarado. Comes in high.
And that is low for ball 2. And that's high, ball 3.
Ball 3.
Brings the count to 3 balls, no strikes with 2 outs, and the Gobblers have a runner on second base.
Alvarado in a little bit of a jam with 2 outs. Pitch.
And
Strike
one.
3-1.
And that brings the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. On the batter, Jalisa Richardson. And that's high, ball 4.
So base on balls for Jalisa Richardson. Brings up the designated player. And so Coach Brett Esparza for Rio Hondo calls a timeout to visit with his players and discuss the situation.
And we'll be right back on RioSportsLive.com.
Lombardi Tire Shop. Tenemos llantas nuevas y usadas de todas las medidas, socateras y de todo terreno. Balanceo y válvulas nuevas y no les cobramos por las llantas que nos dejen. Los esperamos en la 300 Carretera Militar.
Entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past. Dining that caters to all. Boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street, and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for the Harlingen Downtown District.
And we're back on RioSportsLive.com.
Coach Esparza calls a timeout and discusses the situation with his team. Alvarado stays in as the pitcher, and the designated player, Tiara Johnson, goes to a 1-1 count.
That brings the count to 1 ball, 1 strike on Johnson with 2 outs. And the Gobblers have runners at first and second base. And that is high for ball 2.
Andy Alvarado remains on the mound for the Lady Bobcats. And it's ball number 2. There's a foul tip by Tiara Johnson.
A foul tip brings the count to 3-2, full count. Full count on the batter, Johnson, with runners at first and second base.
And Alvarado, foot on the rubber, prepares.
And that is a little high and inside for ball 4.
There's another base on ball. Two walks back to back.
And up to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 20, Kasten Heinold.
Casey is 1 for 2 with a base hit into center field RBI.
And that's a little low for ball 1.
Hit it back to the pitcher in the first inning.
And that brings the count to 1 ball with no strikes, bases loaded.
Hard hit ball. It was going to go through the gap, but it does hit the runner on the foot for an automatic out. Bobcats are very thankful for that because the ball was hit hard and it looked like it was going to go through the gap definitely. But as the ball went through, it hit the runner on the foot for the automatic third out.
And we'll be right back, folks, on RioSports.com.
Never pay for the showroom. At Mikasa Furniture, you can buy any of this furniture for 50% off retail. Think about it. 50% off retail at Mikasa Furniture, 7533 Boca Chica, where you always buy for less.
Blinds, bedspreads, and more. They specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen.
Never pay for the showroom. At Mikasa Furniture, you can buy any of this furniture for 50% off retail. Think about it. 50% off retail at Mikasa Furniture, 7533 Boca Chica, where you always buy for less.
And for ball 1.
Abby shows bunt and then pulls back for a ball. Pitch by Dunn, and it's fouled off, I believe.
I believe that was a call. He called the foul, so it brings the count to 1 ball, 1 strike against Alvarado.
Dunn is on the rubber, engaged. Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch by Reagan Dunn.
And that is a little outside for
Looked like
ball
it was
2.
Outside, yes. Both of these pitchers working all sides of the home plate. And there's a foul ball.
Foul ball brings the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes for the batter, Abby Alvarado.
Been known as the comeback team. April Adame up to bat. First baseman. And she fouls the first pitch off.
Foul ball is going to bring the count to no balls, 1 strike.
Called strike 2 by Mr. Umpire, and the crowd from Rio Hondo does not agree.
That brings the count to no balls, 2 strikes.
But as we have mentioned before, the umpiring in this series has been excellent.
And foul ball. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes on Adames.
I tell you what, Manny, the 3 Ds have certainly been in play from both of these teams. Determination, discipline, and desire. They have been fighters throughout this series.
Yes, it has. And a swing and a miss.
Yes, and the throw to second base, and it is a stolen base for Alvarado.
And that is 1 out for the Lady Cats.
Strikeout is recorded at the plate for the first out. And Alvarado goes on the pitch and steals the base. Quick throw to second base and not in time.
And up to bat for the Lady Cats, number 18, Anthony Orozco.
Orozco is the right fielder. Bunt by Orozco advances the runner to third. But she is thrown out at first base for the second out. A bunt towards the first base side, fielded by Reagan Dunn, and thrown out at first base.
And the Bobcats are back to the top of the lineup with number 16, Nayeli Garcia.
Leadoff batter Garcia with 2 down in this bottom of the 5th inning.
And strike 1 on Garcia.
On a fastball to Garcia for call strike 1.
And a foul ball. And that brings the count to no balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs for the Lady Cats.
Hit to the shortstop, and he bobbles the ball. Takes a bad hop, and the Bobcats are on the board. A hit to the shortstop. It takes a bad hop off of her chest, and Garcia gets on first base. Recorded as an E6.
And up next to the at bat for the Lady Cats, number 11, Kelsey Pizarro.
And there's that determination by the Bobcats.
And that is low for ball 1. Brings the count to 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs.
Low and on in the ground.
And the Cats have a runner on first base.
The batters have been taking Reagan Dunn deep into the pitch count. So it could be that it has been having a little bit of effect on her, but she's been very, very strong in this series. It's hard to tell. Reagan Dunn does have that determination and discipline. Little dribbler to the third baseman. She throws the ball away at first base, and so the runners advance. We have a runner at third and Pizarro at first base.
And
so
up to
on an E5 by the third baseman. Now we have 2 runners at the corners with 2 outs.
And up to bat for the Lady Cats, number 1, Bianca Cruz.
And here comes the center fielder, Bianca Cruz. Bianca has 3 home runs in her postseason experience. And Pizarro goes to second base.
And Cruz takes a ball for strike one. Brings count to no balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. And that's outside for a ball.
2 on an outside pitch, and the Rio Hondo crew does not agree. Nevertheless, strike 2. Runners at third and second with 2 outs.
Foul ball.
Foul ball.
Count remains no balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs, with runners at second and third base for the Lady Cats.
Those are scary, Manny, because the ball went straight down and stayed in the box. So that's what helped Bianca Cruz on that one. Otherwise, tag out or throw to first base and she's out.
Yeah, that ball just sat there and did a ballerina right
Yes,
in
sir.
the box.
Yeah. And here we go. Pitch by Dunn. Here's the pitch. And Cruz puts it into the corner. 2-run RBI. And Bianca Cruz with a 2-run RBI double.
And up to bat for the Lady Cats is number
With
14,
2 outs, Bianca
Annie
Cruz lays
Alvarado.
a big hit down the first baseline into the corner, scores both runners that were on. She's still a little gimpy from the injury earlier, but she scored a big, big hit for the Lady Bobcats, and now the score is 4-3 with that stand-up double 2-run RBI.
And we have a courtesy runner, number 5, Savannah Gonzalez, coming in for Cruz.
And she took Reagan Dunn on that pitch and just drove it right down the first base line. Beautiful. There's that determination and discipline that both of these teams have. Moment to moment, anything can happen. The new score is now 4-3 Gobblers, and Coach Cody Miller for the Gobblers calls time out and gets his team revamped at the mound.
And we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back on RioSportsLive.com.
Never pay for the showroom. At Mikasa Furniture, you can buy any of this furniture for 50% off retail. Think about it. It's 50% off retail at Mikasa Furniture, 7533 Boca Chica, where you always buy for less. Never pay.
And we are back, folks, for what is turning out to be a very exciting third game of this series. And up to bat for the Lady Cats, number 14, Annie Alvarado.
And the crowd from Rio Hondo is on their feet. Out number 3 is recorded by Aguilar at second base, a little blooper hit, and Alvarado is thrown out at first base, but not before they score 3 runs in this bottom half of the 5th inning. So the new score is Gobblers 4, Bobcats 3.
And we will be right back, folks, on RioSportsLive.com.
Chewy's Custom Sports. For all your silk screening, embroidery, vinyl car wraps, magnetic signs, memory shirts, copies and faxes, and much more. Call us or come visit San Benito's original t-shirt shop at 1975 West Business 77, San Benito.
Worried about going to the dentist? Don't worry. Doesn't have to be that way.
Lamar y Tire Shop. Tenemos llantas nuevas y usadas de todas las medidas, socateras
Sure, it
y
can
de
feel
todo
a little
terreno,
scary.
balanceo y válvulas nuevas y no les cobramos por las llantas que nos dejen. Los esperamos en la 300 carretera
no?
militar.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Lamar y Tire Shop. Tenemos llantas nuevas y usadas de todas las medidas, socateras y de todo terreno, balanceo y válvulas nuevas y no les cobramos por las llantas que nos dejen. Los esperamos en la 300 carretera militar.
And we're back, folks, on RealSportsLive.com for what's turning out to be a barn burner of a game. We have the top of the 6th inning, the Lady Gobblers 4, the Lady Cats 3. And up to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 5, Destiny Ross. Foul ball, strike one.
As we closed that 5th inning, the Rio Hondo fans were on their feet because, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new game. Destiny Ross at bat. She's 2 for 2. And the pitch to her is...
And that is a little high for ball one.
Ball one.
Brings the count to 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs.
There's a...
And that is called strike 2. That brings the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes on the batter, Destiny Ross.
Destiny Ross fell for that off-speed pitch.
And a foul ball. Once
And
again,
the,
hit in our direction.
Once again, the Gobbler chant is heard in the stands. The Gobbler fans yelling "Mean Green," and everyone in chorus answers. That's their famous chant at Cuero, "Mean Green." And Destiny Ross is thrown out by Nayeli Garcia. So the first out is recorded, 5-3. Brings up Reagan Dunn.
And up to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 4, Reagan Dunn, who led off this game with a home run.
Reagan is actually 1 for 3 since the home run. She's had an F6, popped up to the shortstop, and popped up to the catcher. And Mr. Umpire says that ball was high.
A little high and outside.
And the Rio
Ball
Hondo
one.
fans, again, do not agree.
That brings the count to 1 ball, no strikes with 1 out on Reagan Dunn.
Reagan
Foul
pops
ball.
up to the third base side.
Brings the count to 1 ball, 1 strike on Dunn.
Pitched by Kelsey Pizarro. And it's a little dribbler to Garcia, but not in time. Reagan Dunn with some wheels. I guess that's why she was at the track meet,
Yes, sir.
because she does have some speed coming down the line. Garcia not able to make the throw in time, playing a little deep on that.
And up to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 14, Andrea Aguilar.
Aguilar is 1 for 3 with a strikeout and a pop-up to the shortstop. Base hit in the first inning to left field. So the Gobblers have a runner at first base, 1 down. Bunts towards the third base side, and Dominique Dejesus from second base covers the bag at 1. for the out.
And up next to bat for the Lady Gobblers, number 3, Kendall Richardson. So that leaves 2 outs for the Lady Gobblers with a runner on second base. And Kelsey Pisado is now pitching for the Lady Cats.
Kendall Richardson up to bat, only 1 for 3, 2 down. Reagan Dunn at second base. Left fielder Kendall Richardson.
And that is low for ball 1. Brings the count to 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs.
I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of action, exciting action in this game. And the ball, Reagan Dunn goes to third base, a throw to third base, gets away from Garcia, and Dunn challenges her. It comes on into home plate. The ball is a little wide, close, but the run scores. He's called safe at home, and so now we have a new score of 5-3, but not before Coach Esparza comes in to question and to congratulate his catcher on a nice play. However, the run does count, does stand. New score is now 5-3 in the top of this 6th inning. Reagan Dunn challenges the throw and comes out on top of that.
And the next batter for that's a little low.
Richardson is, I believe, is still at bat.
Yes, it is still Richardson at bat. The count is now 3 balls, no strikes with 2 outs. And low for ball 4.
And Richardson gets a base on balls.
And up next for the Lady Gobblers, number 7, Ainsley Reeve.
Runner at first base now, still with 2 down. Ainsley Reeves comes up to bat, first baseman. Pitched by Pizarro. Call strike 1. One strike, the new count on Ainsley Reeves, the first baseman. Ainsley is 0 for 3. There's the steal. And Richardson goes to second base safely, calls timeout to reestablish herself.
And we have a timeout on the field. We'll be right back, folks, on RealSportsLive.com.
Chewy's Custom Sports. For all your silk screening, embroidery, vinyl car wraps, magnetic signs, memory shirts, copies and faxes, and much more. Call us or come visit San Benito's original t-shirt shop at 1975 West Business 77, San Benito.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have an exciting event here. The ball was hit to the shortstop. Wide throw at first base. Throw to third base to cover the runner, and as she dives back, the umpire says she did not make it back to third base. Out number 3 at third.
And that was a wild play at third base. And we'll be right back, folks.
Some sports. Screening. Read about going.
You'll know before you have time to worry. We'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
And we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, folks. We're still here live at the game. The count is 1-1 on the batter. Which is Abby Torres. And that's low and outside for ball 2. And that was strike 2. Count 2-2, no outs. On the batter, Abby Torres. And that was outside for ball 3, full count. Foul tip.
Abby fouls it off. Continues to fight. Full count on Abby Torres. Lead off batter in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Pitch by Abby Torres to Aguilar at second base for the first out.
Hey, Joe, this thing's it's not charging. The laptop says it's only at 9% and it's plugged in.
Dominique Dejesus coming up to bat with one down. Dejesus listed as a freshman second baseman, takes ball one. And the umpire is a bad throw to first base. Dominic gets first base. Dominic gets there at first base. The ball gets through. Mr. Umpire, Mr. Minnick, calls an obstruction call. And Dominic gets to make it at second. He would have ruled that she was safe on the obstruction by the first baseman by the Gobblers. As she slides into second base head first, she gets a face full of dirt.
Quick time out of the field. We'll be right back, folks.
Never pay the showroom at the furniture. You can buy any of this furniture.
Goes to second base on the obstruction call. She gets safe at second base.
For the Lady Cats, take strike one. Gonna miss for strike two. Runners out at third base. 3 outs.
There seemed to have been some question on the pitch at the plate on Alvarado. And as they were discussing the situation, the runner goes to third base. Looks like across the field. He is called out for out number 3.
Right back, folks. On Real Sports.
Lombardi Tire Shop. Tenemos llantas nuevas y usadas de todas las medidas.
Throughout the vintage shop. Loaded with it caters to boutiques, quilt live entertainment. Don't forget about month on Jackson Street